In this demonstration, we'll cover a common administrator task, remotely managing servers. The Server Manager console provides a simple way to view and manage your organization's servers. The tool automatically separates servers into easy-to-manage groups, for example, domain controllers, DHCP, and DNS servers. It's easy to add other servers to the console. For example, I can add Server 1. And by default, the server will be added to the All Servers group. Now, for any server that's listed here, you can select and view the events on the server, start and stop services, look at performance metrics, and look at the roles and features that have been installed. You can also right-click the server and add roles and features or restart the server. And if you like, you can establish a remote desktop connection. Now, a remote desktop connects to the remote machine and uses the local GUI to configure the computer. And the first time you try this, you may get an error. Remote desktop cannot connect to the remote computer for one of these reasons, and the most common reason is the remote access to the server is not enabled. So let's switch over to Server 1. And in Server Manager, by default, Remote Desktop is disabled. So we can allow remote connections to the computer and apply our changes. So when we return to LAN-DC1, the remote desktop connection should launch. We will need to put in our credentials, administrator credentials, but once that connects, it will be as if we are sitting in front of Server 1 in Server Manager, where we just enabled the remote desktop. Now, if you don't need a full remote desktop connection, you can right-click and select Computer Management. And the first time you do this, you may get an error. This says that the appropriate Windows firewall rules, the inbound rules, have not been correctly configured. So let's switch over to the remote desktop connection that we just configured. And under Tools, we'll select Windows Firewall with Advanced Security. In the top left, Inbound Rules, we will enable the COM plus Network Access, or DCOM-IN rule. And then there are 3 remote event log management rules, and you need to enable each one of those. And once that's completed, the Computer Management console should launch. And there's lots of things you can do in here. Event Viewer, Local Users and Groups, Device Manager, Windows Server Backup, Disk Management, Services, and Applications. So in summary, Server Manager provides a way to manage your servers through remote desktop connections and the Computer Management console. Your course does provide a lab on remote connections, so be sure to take a few minutes and give it a try.